So Run is a new psychological thriller about a wheelchair-bound teenager who begins to suspect that her mother is keeping a dark secret from her. This film comes from the makers of 2018's Searching, and considering how much I loved that film, I jumped straight on this. Now, easily the best part of Run was the lead, Kira Allen. This is her debut feature, and she was brilliant, completely selling her character's paranoia and vulnerability. Even more impressive is that she's actually a wheelchair user in real life, adding to the authenticity of her performance. Now, from what I've heard, this is the first thriller in over 70 years to star a disabled actor, so I think that's pretty cool. Now, to avoid spoilers, I'm not going to talk much about Sarah Paulson as the mother, so all I'm going to say is she fit the role well. Now, because we're mostly seeing this through the eyes of the daughter, we make discoveries with her, and that led to some great psychological tension. Like her, I myself was wondering if a lot of these problems were in my head, and I enjoyed going on that ride with her. There are some great reveals here too, some of which got under my skin, and I loved how the daughter made those discoveries. To simplify it, she's smart. Due to her disabilities, she's become good at problem solving, and that kept the plot moving. Okay, she's a little bit too smart at times. At one point, she breaks a window in a very scientific way, and I was like, could the writers not just give you a brick? But still, she was smart. I appreciated that this was a tense film that didn't rely on characters doing stupid things to keep the plot moving. In fact, come to think of it, no one was stupid in this film. There are no filler characters here, doing stupid things, being used for lame exposition or to add to a body count. In fact, there's almost a complete lack of violence here, so I really appreciated all of this. This was good stuff. Run was ticking my boxes and removed a lot of the tropes and cliches that usually hold its genre back. But sadly, as time went by, my enthusiasm started to deteriorate. First of all, the tension got diffused by predictability and exposition. I really enjoyed seeing everything from the perspective of the daughter, but every now and again the camera will leave her side and reveal certain scares that are coming her way. It's pretty hard to feel tense when you know what's about to happen to the daughter before she does. It's also very irritating seeing things that she never does. We actually happen to learn more about the plot than she does, and that sucked me out of it. And the characters are kind of flat. These are the main characters. Daughter is vulnerable yet self-reliant. Mother loves her daughter very much. Contention begins. That's about it. Apart from big plot points, there's just nothing to these characters. The mother-daughter relationship lacks dynamics. They don't banter or have any quirks or hobbies. They don't seem to have friends or socialize much outside the family. They're just pushing the plot forward. And speaking of the plot, the last half hour came and really started losing me. It was predictable, tropey, and I barely felt any tension. Now, the twist was okay, but again, it was predictable, and it should have made the mother so much more compelling. Sadly, she just became kind of one note. It's a big missed opportunity there. And when the film started ending, I already felt let down, like it didn't go anywhere. But the final 15 seconds came. No. Completely didn't feel earned, wasn't realistic in the slightest, and it just made me feel deflated. So Run is a mixed bag for me. It began strong with a lot of passion, great performances and tension, a lack of stupid characters and cliches. But once we got to the halfway point, the predictable plot, flat characters, and awful ending kind of butchered it for me. It went nowhere, and I didn't feel like this was worth the ride. A truly great lead performance can't save that, and it's especially disappointing when you consider that the creator's last film was Searching. So I'm gonna give Run a 5.5 out of 10. But I do wish the cast and crew luck. Hopefully their future projects turn out much better than this. Thanks for watching, guys. Give me a like, give me a sub, and remember, the Badger appreciates you.